My beloved, pause for a moment. Not later, not after one more scroll, not after one more distraction, right now. Just breathe. Because something unseen, something beyond your understanding, has been guiding you gently toward this exact moment. You may think you randomly clicked here, that it was just another video, another voice, another message, but deep inside, something feels different, doesn't it? That quiet pull in your chest, that strange stillness in your thoughts, that is not coincidence. That is alignment. That is something far greater than chance slowly unfolding in your life. You have been walking a road that not many people truly understand. From the outside, it looked like you were okay. You smiled when you had to, you spoke when needed, you carried yourself like everything was under control, but inside there were storms. Silent ones. The kind that don't make noise but shake your entire world. Nights where sleep felt impossible because your thoughts refused to rest. Moments where you questioned everything, your worth, your path, your purpose, even whether anyone truly sees you or understands you. But listen carefully now, because this part matters more than anything else. You were never alone in those moments. Even when it felt like no one was there, even when it seemed like your prayers were disappearing into silence, something was watching, something was listening, something was protecting you in ways you could not see. Every tear you hid, every pain you carried quietly, every time you chose to keep going even when you felt like giving up, none of it was wasted. None of it was ignored. It was all part of something bigger, something that is only now beginning to reveal itself. There is a shift happening in your life right now. You may not fully understand it yet. It may not look dramatic or obvious. But something has changed. The energy around you feels different. The way you think is slowly changing. The things that once held you back are losing their grip. And the things that are meant for you, they are starting to move closer. This is not the same chapter anymore. You have spent so much time in a season of waiting, waiting for answers, waiting for clarity, waiting for something real to finally happen in your life. And during that waiting, you faced disappointment. You trusted people who didn't stay. You gave your heart to situations that didn't value it. You believed in things that eventually fell apart, and each time, a small part of you wondered if maybe you were the problem. But you were never the problem. You were simply ahead of your time, connected to something deeper than the situations you found yourself in. You were being prepared for something that required strength, patience, and a heart that understands both pain and love. Because what is coming into your life is not ordinary. It is not temporary. It is not something that will break easily. It is not something that will leave you questioning your worth. What is coming is aligned with you. But before it arrives fully, there is something important you must understand. Not everything that feels right is right. Before the real blessings appear, there are often distractions. Things that look good on the surface, things that seem like answers to your prayers, but deep inside, something feels slightly off. That small voice within you, the one you sometimes ignore, that is your truth. That is your inner guidance trying to protect you. The wrong things create pressure. They rush you. They confuse you. They make you doubt yourself. But the right things, they bring peace. Not excitement alone, but calmness within that excitement. Not confusion, but clarity. Not pressure, but patience. When something truly belongs in your life, it will not force its way in. It will arrive naturally, and your soul will recognize it instantly, even before your mind understands it. You have been through enough to know the difference now. And that is why this moment matters. Because right now, you are standing at the edge of something new. Something real. Something that has been moving toward you for a long time. There is a connection, a person, an opportunity, something deeply meaningful that is aligning with your life. And just like you have been searching, growing, healing, that thing, that person, that moment, has also been preparing. You are not the only one on this journey. Somewhere, in a different place, under a different sky, someone has been going through their own struggles, their own lessons, their own healing process. And just like you, they have been wondering when things will finally make sense, when they will finally meet something real, something lasting. And now, the distance between you is getting smaller. This is not fantasy. This is not imagination. This is alignment. But here is the truth you need to hold on to. You don't need to chase it. You don't need to force anything. You don't need to prove yourself or become someone else to receive what is meant for you. All you need to do is stay open. Stay aware. Stay true to yourself. Because what is meant for you will recognize you. And when it does, there will be no confusion. No doubt. No fear that you have to fight through. Just a deep, quiet knowing, the kind that settles into your soul and says, "This is it. This is what I've been waiting for." Right now, take a slow breath. Feel that calmness. Feel that stillness inside you. That is not emptiness. That is space being created. Space for something new to enter your life. You are not losing anything anymore. You are making room. And very soon, that space will be filled with something that finally makes sense. My beloved, stay with me just a little longer. Because what is unfolding right now is not just another message you listen to and move on from. This is something deeper. Something that settles into your spirit and begins to change the way you see your entire life. Because the truth is, you have been waiting for a sign for so long, something clear, something undeniable, something that would finally tell you that you are on the right path. That everything you have gone through had a purpose, that your story is not just a series of random events but a carefully designed journey. And yet every time you looked for that sign outside of you, it felt like it slipped away, like it was always just out of reach. But what you didn't realize is that the sign was never meant to come from the outside. It was always meant to rise from within you, quietly, gently, in a way that doesn't demand attention but instead creates a deep, unshakable knowing inside your soul. And very soon, sooner than you expect, you are going to feel that knowing in a way you have never felt before, not as confusion, not as doubt, not as something you have to question over and over again, but as a calm, steady certainty that doesn't need explanation, because there will come a moment, a simple, almost ordinary moment, where nothing around you seems extraordinary, no loud music, no dramatic scene, no obvious signal that something life-changing is happening, and yet inside you, everything will shift. It will feel like time slows down just enough for you to notice, like your thoughts suddenly go quiet, like your heart recognizes something before your mind even has the chance to understand it, and in that exact moment, without anyone telling you, without needing proof, without needing validation, you will just know, this is it, this is what I have been waiting for, this is what all of it was leading to. And when that realization hits you, it will not feel overwhelming in a chaotic way, it will not feel like anxiety or pressure or fear of losing it. It will feel like peace, a deep, grounding peace that settles into your chest and stays there. A peace that makes you feel safe. A peace that makes you feel seen. A peace that doesn't rush you or confuse you but instead allows you to simply exist in that moment without questioning it. And that is how you will know that this time is different. Because everything that was not meant for you came with confusion, came with overthinking, came with that constant need to figure things out. But what is meant for you will not require that. It will flow naturally, it will feel right without effort, it will align with you in a way that makes everything else finally make sense. And in that moment, something even more powerful will happen, something that will change the way you look at your past forever. Because you will start to remember everything you went through, all the nights you felt alone, all the times you were disappointed, all the moments where things didn't work out the way you hoped they would, and instead of feeling that pain again, you will see it differently. You will understand that none of it was random. None of it was meant to break you, it was all guiding you, shaping you, preparing you for this exact moment. You will realize that the people who left were not losses, they were redirections. The things that didn't work out were not failures, they were protection. The delays were not punishment, they were timing. And suddenly, your entire story will shift from something that hurt you to something that built you. Because the truth is, you are not the same person you were back then. You have grown in ways you don't even fully realize yet. You have become stronger, more aware, more connected to yourself, and that version of you, the one who has learned, the one who has endured, the one who has kept going even when it was hard, that version of you is the one that is ready now, ready to receive something real, something lasting, something that aligns with who you have become. And that is why this moment is happening now, not before, not later, but exactly now. Because now you are ready to recognize it, now you are ready to keep it, now you are ready to experience it without losing yourself in the process. But before you fully step into this new chapter, there is one thing you need to leave behind, and that is the fear that everything will turn out the same way it did before. Because if you carry that fear into something new, you will start to doubt what is real, you will start to question what feels right, you will start to hold back when you should be open. And that is not what this moment is asking from you. This moment is asking you to trust. Not blindly, not foolishly, but from a place of understanding, from a place of knowing that you are not the same person anymore, that you now have the ability to see clearly, to feel deeply, to recognize what is right for you and what is not. So when this moment arrives, and it will arrive, do not overthink it, do not try to control it, do not step back out of fear, allow yourself to be present, allow yourself to feel it fully, allow yourself to accept that something good can come into your life without needing to fight for it, without needing to question it, without needing to prove yourself worthy of it, because you already are, you always have been. And this is simply the moment where you finally experience that truth in a real and undeniable way. Take a deep breath right now, slowly, and notice how you feel, that calmness, that stillness, that quiet sense of something shifting inside you. That is not emptiness, that is not nothing, that is space being created, space for something new, something real, something that belongs in your life to finally enter, because you are no longer holding on to what needs to go, you are no longer trying to fix what was never meant to stay, you are making room. And when you make room, the right things have a way of finding you without force. And when it finally happens, when everything aligns and that moment unfolds in front of you, you will not need anyone to explain it, you will not need confirmation from the outside, you will not need to question whether it is real or not, because deep inside, in the quietest and most honest part of your being, you will feel it, a simple, powerful, undeniable truth rising within you, and it will say only one thing. Finally,